The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the TCU Horned Frogs. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
First and 10.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both.
Turning it on! And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
You know, it's difficult for QB sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
On the ground, it's Udo. Still running at the 35. Oh, a lot of space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona State!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab behind the line, it's Baker. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Going to sling it on second down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Baker. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big man has it. It's a first down and more.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bring in the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. To the air, it's Hoover. Catch in the middle, it's Payne. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And how nice is it, David, on 3rd down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable in this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice 3rd down conversion.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Payne. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards, and they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already. So a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense now as the game develops.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Took it on in for the score. Extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the air, it's Levitt. That's caught, it's Hamilton. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page. And you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Sun Devils have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give on the inside. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff to the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. The Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got his man quickly. Got enough space. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll try to power it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in that Mountain West Conference Battle of Mode. San Jose State took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Spartans that fired on all cylinders. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Mountain West is right now, and man, what a difference.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. There's the pressure. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Hauls it in. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Got it in the middle. It's Hobbs. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Looking down the middle, working that left side. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown, TCU! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Extra point here will tie the game.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Levin. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll run play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moss. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him working away, nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Makes the catch. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hard Frog.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Running to the left. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Unloads to the right. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Levin. Caught over the middle. It's Hamilton. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The throw to the outside is complete. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you converted 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Payne. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking downfield very late in the half. That's caught. It's Payne. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, TCU.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Baker. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. The Horned Frogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Arizona State, 14.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. He'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's high. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The Horned Frogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And the Horned Frogs will snap it on first and 10. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Quick completion on the out route. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man in the middle. Breaks into the open. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The hand to the running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
To the air, it's Levin. A little screen to the running back. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. Bulldozes his way through. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. The give on the option. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Levin. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing on bounds.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. With the catch, it's Hamilton. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the 1st down, and let's see if they go for it here. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's moving out of the pocket. They get to him as he throws. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy is...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Levitt. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Sun Devils moving quickly to the line.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
On third down, going up top. The sure hands, it's Hamilton. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field. You saw that right there.
Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle, it's Moss. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
21.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Got his man. On the move at the 30. Spaces. The 20. Touchdown, Horned Frog. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang good.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And the Sun Devils in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on third. Pulls it in. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
6. First down for the offense.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Defense showing blitz here. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Hit as he throws. Snagged in the middle, it's Anderson. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Arizona State!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
28.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Looking to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. Catch in the middle. It's Haas.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Blasted as he lets it go. He's got an open man. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Touchdown, TCU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Alabama endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Bryant-Denny Stadium, and the Tide came away with the win. It wasn't a
Touchdown, Sun Devils! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Buys a little time with his feet. Going to try to get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Well, that changed things a bit. After the penalty, it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize, they get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Catch in the middle. It's Haas. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Turning it on. The 30. He's at the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Horned Frog. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Hamilton. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Here comes the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Finds his man, it's Johnson. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He wants to throw it again. Lets it fly. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Sun Devils want to move quickly.
And first down for the offense.
To the air on first down. He's got it.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona State! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give as they work on that clock. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
Finds a spot in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the fourth quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to.
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Takes it the other way. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception.
That's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man downfield. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Sun Devils! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
56, Arizona State, 48.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Got his man on the right. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Complete some of these hitch throws early. You're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's James. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Horned Frogs will try to run out the clock in this final minute. Rush is on him. Got him downfield. There he goes. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. And the Horned Frogs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling.